As a tenant, if your landlord increases your rent by 100%, 200%, 250% every year or once in 2 years, can you challenge that increment of rent in court? And what does the law have to say about it? Now, if you are in Lagos State, for instance, and your landlord increases your rent, the fact that your landlord increases your rent does not make it final. If you don't agree to the increment of rent, that increment of rent by your landlord is not valid. So you can get a lawyer, or if you have a good relationship with your landlord, you can talk to him and say, oh, this increment is too much for me. This is what I'm willing to pay. Now, if your landlord rejects your proposal and insists that he is only going to take that particular rent, what is the avenue for law? What does the law provide? Now, the law provides that you can challenge an unreasonable increase of rent in court. So you can take up an action in court challenging that increase of rent. And while you challenge that increment of rent in court, the court is going to consider few things in determining whether that increment is reasonable or unreasonable. One of the things the court is going to look at is how much are other people paying in that same locality. So if the increment is reasonable with what is obtainable in that locality, the court definitely is going to endorse that rent increment. But if the rent is it's really unreasonable, the court is going to review it. And there is something you must know, tenants, is that if your landlord increases your rent and you challenge it in court, throughout that period, while that court process is going on, your landlord cannot evict you from that property. However, note that the fact that you are in court challenging the increment of rent does not mean that those periods you are staying in that property is going to be for free. No, you also ought to pay rent for those periods you are going to stay in that property while you are challenging the increment of rent in court. So did you gain value from the video? Share with me at the comment section. Don't forget to give me a follow, like this video, and follow me so you can keep getting more legal tips like this. Thank you.